Hi everyone, and now. Basically, right now, the world is entering this messed up crisis time, like more than ever before kind of thing. You have stuff going on in Ukraine, you have stuff going on in all over the world. Everybody's killing each other, Arabs at least. Most of them Arabs. Also, other nations are fighting with each other. Well, guess what? No need to be worried. I mean, depends who you are. So, because there's a prophecy about this whole thing. So let's get to the prophecy. The Rebbe speaks about these things and tells us that this is all a preparation for the coming of Moshiach. The Rebbe talks a lot about this. The Rebbe talks so much about this that one little video wasn't supposed to be enough. Anybody can go check it up. Here we go. Pnei Agiola, the pearls of redemption. Nasi Ador Hu Moshiach, the leader of the generation, he is the Moshiach. Now, right away, people are going to hear this. The leader of the generation. Who's the leader of the generation? Well, the Rebbe Yechi Hamelech Hamoshiach, the Rabbi of Lubavitch, Rabbi M.M. Schneerson, Shlita, King Messiah. Yeah. So when we say the Rebbe, the leader of the generation, we're referring to the Rebbe. Who said he's the leader of the generation? Well, when we say leader of the generation, we usually mean the Jewish leader of the generation and the leader of the generation at large. What's the connection between the Jewish leader of the generation and the generation at large? Well, that is something beyond human grasp. We have to explain these essentials. So basically, let's explain very simple. Just like Moses took the Jews out of Egypt and redeemed them at that time, so too, every generation, there's a Moses in that generation which will redeem the Jewish people. Sometimes they don't officially need to be redeemed, so he will just lead them. So regardless of what the situation is, whether they are in the temple or they're in exile, they will always have a Jewish leader. This Jewish leader, in essence, is the main soul of all the Jews. He is also Ispashtusa de Moshe. He is the dispersing of Moses, Shebechol Dor V'Dor, in every generation. How would you know who this person is? Well, you can check his DNA and check him out. Oh, Moses. Oh, good. No. The way to know who the leader of the generation is, he has to be a Jewish figure that has a connection to every single Jew. The Rebbe gave out children like dollars. The Rebbe would tell somebody, oh, you don't have children? Oh, okay. Take upon yourself these laws of Judaism. And because you will be doing these laws, and you make a vessel for God's blessing, so then... But I could also say that. I could only say it in the name of the Rebbe, and hopefully count on the power of the Rebbe, but I can't do it myself. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like a foot soldier, so I'm a follower of the Rebbe, so I can pull that off as a follower, but not on my own. I'll have to write to the Rebbe, see what the answer is. If the answer is from the Rebbe, that the person that I'm talking to or dealing with should do so and so. So, okay, I'm getting a little off track. So every generation has a leader of the generation. Now, why is that leader also the leader of the Gentiles, just as well as the Jews? The answer is very simple. The whole world is created only for the Jewish people to exist. If the Jewish people cease to exist, then the whole world ceases to exist. And in a smaller proportion, if a small group of people try to make that the Jews should cease to exist, so then God makes that small group of people should cease to exist. So, on a global scale, comes a time in history when God's like, enough is enough. My Jews have been wandering exile for way too long, and it's time I redeem them, send them their righteous Messiah to be revealed to them. Meaning, the leader of the generation should be revealed to them as Messiah. And he should take them out of exile once and for all. And that's when God starts to wrap up the whole world. And the only reason he's doing it is to divide the good from the bad. You bring out humanity's most sinister and most inner points, in order to deal with the bad in a person's character traits, they have to be exposed and thrown up, so to speak. So God brings out everything. That way we should have ample time to work on ourselves. And humanity should have ample time to work on ourselves and to sharpen itself. Like we see with the Ukraine story, that you have people that are saying, look how America is involved in a not righteous way. Look how Russia is good. Look how Ukraine people are just asking for help from Russia. So you have these complicated situations. And should I continue in my bad ways? No. That's what it makes people do. God has a plan. You know what? Maybe a few years ago you would be in good company. But right now I decided to redeem my people. So I'm preparing the chessboard for them. Okay, so now that we covered basically what the Jewish people are, and the Moshiach is coming, Messiah. What's Messiah? Okay, so basically Messiah is a good time. Time of Messiah is the person of Messiah. So the time of Messiah is a very good time for the world. Picture it like this. A whole year, summer. The whole world, California weather. And all the animals in the animal kingdom completely tamed. Completely. Like, you want a lion ride? So be it. You want a tiger ride? So be it. Now people are going to be like, yeah, but people already grow tigers in their house. Very good. This is a new aspect. Or this is being revealed to the rest of the world. It's preparation for the times of Messiah. So there's going to be lions. The worst wild animals are going to be tamed. Be walking around. And the reason for that is because the people are going to tame their animal soul. And that is going to, the way that people tame themselves is going to affect the animal kingdom as well. So really, the fact that the animal kingdom is going to be tamed is a result of the people taming themselves. So you have people that are like wild animals, will just rip apart another animal just because they're bigger and stronger and they want to eat its meat. Ugh. So you want to go green. So the animals shouldn't kill each other. Same thing, these people shouldn't think that they can rip somebody else apart just because they're bigger and stronger. It says when Moshiach comes, the lions will be eating grass. In other words, people won't be at each other's throats in order to survive. People will just thrive and survive. For example, you can have every person today independently living without needing to poke his friend. Take a huge place like America, find out how many people are alive, decide that you want to give each person a flat, start building flats, boom, 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 with highways and stuff, and giving them out to people, or buildings and whatever. You give each person an apartment, and you give him all the solar panel energy and stuff. There's ways to pull off situations where everybody is supportive by themselves, from themselves. Nobody needs anybody else's favors. Nobody's, most importantly, choking somebody else. Okay. Now, the problem is sometimes that when you say the leader of the generation is Messiah, okay, so that's about the messianic time. The thing is, people are people, and they can't really relate to God so much. And then we see it so often. People, they're like, when something good happens, they're like, oh, thank you, God. When something bad happens, they're like, oh, God, why did this happen? But people don't relate to God properly. I mean, Jews do, but Gentiles definitely don't. They'll be like getting into a crash and like, oh God, oh God. And they're like in the middle of robbing a bank. Oh my God, oh my God. The people who are robbing the bank, I'm talking about. The people that are on the floor, I can understand why they're going, oh my God. The people who are robbing the bank, what are you going, oh my God? Don't you know that God doesn't want you to steal? God, please let me steal. And let me go in peace and go out in peace. Or they even made a whole National Geographic film about killers, people that kill people. They take their bullets, they put them in holy water, and they make a blessing that the person who was killed with this bullet should go straight to heaven. I don't know what they do. That's called hypocrisy. It's called confusion. And this kind of mishigas, this kind of craziness is only available in exile. Because in exile, there's a mix of good and bad.